guys, it's Shapeshifting Tree here, and I hope you will enjoy this episode. I know I haven't got around to doing this for a while, so we're heading over to the Tower of Babel. I know I haven't got around to doing all this game. I probably should have. It's not. I'm sorry for not getting back to this. I was distracted by Warcraft. I hope all of you enjoyed that one, by the way. I really enjoyed doing it for you. I hope you all enjoyed it too. I really enjoy doing this. That's why I do it. I bet he absorbs fire. Nope. Okay. That's good. So yeah. I don't think they ever give you a thunder elemental weapon in this game. This series actually went a lot faster than I anticipated. The only reason why it hasn't gone up is because I've been doing other projects. Forgetting this one. Really sorry about it. It's there's not that much to say about this game on a second run through. I mean, I'm trying to go over the few things like the super bosses. One on the moon, and, you know. But I'm trying to go through sort of how you will adjust some of your setups. Generally, most of them are going to be fairly the same, just some of them you get to set up earlier. Speaking of which, Fast Talker and MP plus 50. Perfect examples. Rosa has all her stuff. Kane, yep, basically everything he has here. That's the thing, this game doesn't really change that much between the first and second run-throughs, with a few specific examples such as Limit Break, and such, and Super Bosses. Other than that, the game is pretty much exactly the same as the first run-through to run-through. There's very little changes other than you can get all the arguments that you didn't get the last time. It's very, kind of, it doesn't have an, its post-game is kind of, eh. I mean, it's not bad by any means, it's fun to play through it again. Just less, there's, what is the term? Less of a, the game is nowhere near as challenging the second time through. All the tougher stuff doesn't really won't bother you the second time round. Yeah, I had a feeling there was something I did that. Equipped Sleep Blade. Just so that he can counter some more of the enemies. In fact, I think I'll keep him with that. He hits hard enough anyway. He doesn't need the extra power. Really, at all, actually. He doesn't need the extra power. He has the strength already. He hits hard enough. If I need some extra power, I'll get it for him when the time comes and he needs it. The Ice Brand and maybe the Cat Claw are the only real items I have interest in the Tower of Babel. Because they were good items, they're weapons, but they're, you know, stuff I want. And, the Ice Armor and Ice Shield make nice additions for the party, too. Oh, I'll have to collect all those on the way through. I'm not sure whether I'll face Luga this episode or not. That's open to interpretation. And to those who... I don't want anyone who's watching this for, who hasn't watched the first one to get spoilers. So what I'm trying to do is, trying to get some... I thought the guns were disactivated by that stuff. I won't bother topping up Lydia, only because I'm probably not going to use that many summons until I get to another healing point. There's not really much to say about this. First floor, what are those items? Ether, High Potion. If you want them, grab them. I'm not. I'm trying to plow through this. I already have not enough time as it is. Damn Flamehouse. You know what? I might summon Shiva here just because of those guys. Everybody else, defend. 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 Oh, crud. I'm gonna have to heal up with you. Jeez, I thought that she'd be able to take one Scorch. Now, strike him down! That's what you get for being a pain. I didn't think that would happen. Probably because I didn't do any grinding, the characters are obviously going to be a little lower. However, it does kind of... Speaking of the devil, I'm glad I learned that. Actually, I'm wondering, do I still have the level lost on Cecil? Yes. It's a good... I replace his white magic with Cecil. Replace Cecil's white magic with that, allowing everybody to gain more levels much faster. Making it, you know, this leveling get better for the group as a whole. Okay, where's next? What? This is the second floor. There's the Ice Lance and the Ice Plant. I'm gonna pick both of those up. Some of the items are still useful. Just, personally, I'm not one for picking up every last little thing, but for those who do, that is... What the heck's going on? I think I clicked out of my game for a second. I thought my keyboard malfunctioned. I've had that happen before, my keyboard not work. So, yeah. Defend. Attack. Now, oddly enough, a lot of enemies seem to be weak to ice. Now, on this point, I don't know why they do that. I mean, they really like to make sure that you know that there's something fiery coming on by making everything almost weak to ice. I don't know why they do that. With the exception of Blue Gang, they make everything, just so many enemies down here, weak to ice. I wish that they didn't do that. It's such an obvious outlier for the fact that it's pretty much going to be an ice enemy in the future. An enemy that's just so weak to ice, you're going to have to use that as the only way to hurt him. I like how they don't always do Scorch. You know, it's amazing that Kane's jump actually takes quite a while to fire up. Making it a lot less reasonable than you'd think. Like I said, I never got the reach argument. You can get that if you want. I'm not one for getting arguments like reach, things like that. They're just not necessary to me. I believe this is garnered by traps. Okay. Focus. Defend. 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 I'm not gonna risk a cry here. I want to actually know if you... I don't know whether cry works on these things. It does not explain whether cry counts as a counter or not. I'm not going to risk it, of course, but... How much health does this thing even have, anyway? It's over. These fights make this game just so much... It just makes it so much easier. The enemies are not a real threat. And that is one of the things you're gonna learn. There's a lot of these enemies that turn up are just kind of... They're there, that's it, really. I'll give him the Ice Lance. The extra accuracy is gonna benefit him, I have a feeling. Just accuracy benefits a lot of people. Cecil most notably, because, particularly for me, I've had bad luck with him in my Let's Plays. He misses a lot. Where's the one with the other line? The other lance. The sword. Oh yeah, it's the ice plant. Is that bottom row? Yeah, the middle one over there. Okay. Summon Shiva. The enemies here are not too much of a threat, unless you really don't know what you're doing. Another one of these. I don't know why they bother giving these enemies even existing, because honestly, all they do is just do, well, that. It's the thing I see with these enemies, that they just don't kind of need to be here. I'm gonna risk a single attack. Does it kill it? Yes. You need a basically one focused attack kills it if you've done the grinding I have. They're not a real threat. Alright, I'm gonna give you the Ice Plant because, yeah. It basically does... I really wish his accuracy was better. No, they don't give him any accurate weapons other than the Dwarven Axe, but that lowers his other stats. Speed is important. And he does still give some of those other stuff. The point is, I don't understand why his attacks, with the exception of this one and that, have... Why does he have such low accuracy? He shouldn't. He's not a big, bulking muscle mound. He's a paladin. They should still be able to hit a target. I don't like his low accuracy. I think it should be better. Give all of him just, 95. Would be more fair. Oh. Where do I go now? This is... I went there, I went A... This, and... Alright. Alright. There's not much more to say about that. This floor is basically the same. We go and grab the cat claws. This one's probably going to be one of the longer areas. For this reason, I'm going to actually have to use a few different... I'm glad I have the 2 lightning claws, but I'm going to put that on him for now. Until I need the electric ones. For the bosses. There's not really much here. Honestly, this is a pretty boring dungeon. Okay, you can defend. You can defend. Actually, yeah. Focus. Maybe... what... Doesn't matter, you're gonna die in like 2 seconds. See. Now, sometimes it could turn out to be something a little more nasty, like, for example, a dragon. Stoneblade. Can't believe I got one of those. Actually, what does a Stoneblade say in terms of statistics? Ah, it's better. Okay, sell the Ice Plant, but I'm having that. Plus, not as many enemies actually immune to earth magic as they are to a lot of earth or stone weapons in comparison with others. Like fire and ice tend to be pretty common resists. Absorbs in particular. Okay. Now. Save point over here. I'm gonna go and save and heal up because why not? Okay. Don't know why it cast Berserk on us, because honestly, that's what we're gonna do anyway. I'm just gonna hit it. I mean, do we really need to hit these guys any harder than we already do? That's the thing, is that some enemies, I understand why they cast Berserk. Enemies with high physical defense or counter physicals or something. But enemies that do just kind of... Some enemies counter with Berserk. Like, well, why? I got 3 of those for New Game Borg. That shouldn't be a spoiler. I've already done this once. You should have all seen the other one. Consider this as a sequel to that, and therefore you should have seen that first. Please tell me you've seen that first. That's important. I want you to tell me that you've seen that first. A lot of this stuff will be spoilers if you haven't. I know I've repeated this a lot of time, but I just want to make sure nobody has popped up and is going, oh hey. You know, from between episodes. Not everyone sees these in order. Spoilers alert. Don't watch these ones. I don't like having to repeat it, and I'm pretty sure some of you may be annoyed at me for it. See? Fair enough. But I have to prevent spoilers for those who have not played this game. You know, there's actually one room which is designed to trick you that's like the other two, except has nothing in it. I don't know why they bothered to create that room. It takes up more gameplay space. I mean, they're always trying to trick you, but it doesn't... Oh, for God's sakes, Flans, I don't like you. Running away. I don't like fighting Flans. They just take forever to kill, and they're wasting your time all the time. They waste your time and your magic. There's not really much you can do to kill them quickly. Another reason why I don't like them. Flans are kind of the annoying enemy in this game. Probably one of the more annoying. There's not really much to say about this place. Honestly, there isn't. It's such a pretty much very simple dungeon unless you're collecting everything. Then it becomes incredibly complicated. Depends what you're doing. Now, personally, I'm gonna have just you defend, focus, whack him. Because why not? I don't have play up. Because you see that my characters don't have a lot of commands, for the most part, with the exception of maybe... In fact, don't have a lot of commands. They said you can only do 1 or 2 things. It's usually because I have abilities that augment their better things rather than... in exchange for their thing that they don't use as much. Equipment. Cecil. He's got the mithril shield. And the flame mail. So I'm gonna give him that. Kane must have the flame shield. No, I don't have a flame shield. Let's just get a flame shield. I must have missed that somewhere. Not that it matters, Kane... By the end of the game, you don't encounter many enemies that use elemental magic. They more just hit you really hard. Honestly, by the time... Because you know that he's gonna leave the party and rejoin the Lottie, he doesn't really need it too much. Honestly, Cecil's the one who needs the elemental defenses more than Kane. Simply because he leaves the party often and doesn't keep equipment. Maybe I had it on him. No, I couldn't have. Maybe I had it on someone else. I don't know. Actually, I don't think I got another physical user like him for ages. It's weird. I just don't use a lot of the units. The characters. Better abilities and certain things. I think I might backtrack to the save point and end it here. Because, well, end it at the save point because it's taking a little while. This place tends to be pretty big and you spend a lot of time here. I swear this is the most important place in this game, despite the fact that they don't give it the really... Despite the fact the game doesn't end here, this is probably the place you visit the most times and do the most important stuff in. Anyway. I'm gonna end this episode here. This is Shapeshifting 3 signing out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and well, see you next time.